So welcome to Sim on TV, guys. Playing RaceRoom tonight, and we're in an RRLeagues championship. Tonight it's the final round of the FRX Championship, round 6, and we're coming at you live from Silverstone. It's a 60-minute race tonight, 20-minute qualifying, 5-minute warm-up, yeah, and then a 60-minute race. Should be about 40 laps. Tyres are at ×1, multiplier, and fuels at ×2. So pit stop will definitely be required. Tyre strategy, well, a few different options available really, depending on how hard the driver pushes the tyres. Medium has been the preferred option throughout the season, but hards, then softs, or even softs and softs has been attempted successfully throughout the season, so it just depends on how hard we wear the tyres. If we take a look at the driver standings, with 25 points up for a race win, we'll see Jim Britton as an unassailable lead at the top of the championship. It's dominated all season really, won 4 Grand Prix, and well deserves the championship. The battle for second and third is a bit more interesting. Quite a few drivers in with filling out the rest of the podium positions for the championship, and quite a few drivers competing at their home Grand Prix tonight at Silverstone. So a bit of pride will be at stake as well. The Teams Championship, although it's still mathematically possible for virtual insanity racing and checkered flag endurance group to be able to come first, it's looking very unlikely. Foregone conclusion that crew chief Megacorp's work team of Jim Britton and Martin Roslev will successfully bring home the Teams Championship tonight. So Jim Britton is one half of crew chief Megacorp's work team, champion-elect. In the Etihad livery. His teammate Martin, don't believe is driving tonight. But even still, the Teams Championship is all but sewn up for crew chief Megacorps. Toby Kudera showed great pace this season, but had little luck. Toby won round 2 at Hockenheim. Certainly has a pace to be a threat to Jim, but for one reason or another it just hasn't worked out this season. A few technical issues as well, a couple of disconnections, never help during the course of a season.
New fastest lap for Talevski, 126.52.
Got the briefing to do in a couple of minutes. RRLeagues is an online community dedicated to RaceRoom, so if you want to join us, then we're always welcoming to new members. We have a number of championship events going on over a fortnight, 4 Get Real events and 1 amateur event. Majority of seasons are coming to a close now in the run up to Christmas, but we will be starting a full programme again in January. So check out the forums, have a say on what you'd like to race in January, and keep your eye open for when the sign-ups. So I'm driving the orange number 9 livery tonight. Teammate is Greg Metcalf, and we make up Virtual Insanity Racing. Not been able to put together the results we'd like to, but it's not all about winning, it's about having fun, and it's certainly been that in this class, this championship. Okay, I'll just jump onto Discord and do the driver briefing.
Minutes left. The car ahead is just done at 130.68.
Okay guys, time for the driver briefing. So tonight it's the final round, round 6 of the FRX Championship from Silverstone. It's been nice to race this latest open wheeler release. With its ridiculous power and advanced aerodynamics, it's provided quite some thrilling moments. Turnout and dropout has been a little disappointing at times, but all in all it's been a good championship. Hopefully we can revisit it soon with a bit more interest. So I'll start with the basic server settings. Wrecker prevention and mandatory pit stop are both off. Mechanical and visual damage are both on. The ping is set at the maximum, 500. Tyres are at the normal ×1 and fuel is at ×2. Cut rules are slow down penalties for this championship. Flag rules are set at visual. That means all flags will get triggered and shown, but there'll be no penalties applied, with the exception of the black flag that will get you a disqualification. But just because there's no penalties applied, that doesn't mean you should ignore the flags. If you see a yellow flag, for instance, you must absolutely be prepared to come off the throttle. Now it's a bit alien for us sim racers to do anything but flat out, but if you see a yellow flag going into a corner, there's smoke all around, chances are you're going to come across an incident. So be prepared to take avoiding action. In-game text chat. As soon as we go to the qualifying and race sessions, there's to be no in-game text chat. Penalties will be given to those that do. So that means no sorries, no thank yous, or no nothing. That means after you finish the race too, people could still be racing after you've crossed the finish line. Pit speed limit. This must be obeyed in the qualifying and race sessions. If you're spotted by a steward speeding in the pit lane during the qualifying session, then penalties will follow. So limiters on guys, as soon as you leave your pit boxes please. Pit lane entries and exits. When you're using the pits, you must respect the entry and exit lines of the pit lane. I'm not going to check the replay for this, but if you're involved in an incident, or there's an incident close by, you're seen to have exceeded the pit exit lane for example, then again penalties will follow. It might be wise to practice the pit entry in the warm-up session, or whatever's left of practice if you haven't done so already. So as is standard here at RRLeagues, stewards will review the first lap of every race to see that driving standards have been respected. What we don't want to see, drivers being impatient and not giving each other room on the first lap. That of course doesn't mean there's no overtaking, but we don't want to see people overshooting the braking points and causing unnecessary contact on the opening lap. No one wants a race ruining on the first lap, so let's do our best to make sure that doesn't happen. Main thing to be alert to is the immense stopping and starting power of these cars. So when you're battling coming into the braking zones, just be fully aware of how your car's going to behave. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
But not Jim, it seems. Oh
Well,
yes,
he has his
yeah,
headphones muted.
so he does, yeah.
I'm texting him.
So lap 1, turn 1 and turn 2 shouldn't be any problem really. But it slows right up for turn 3 and turn 4, so be careful. People will be going real slow through turn 4, so make sure we give each other room. The rest of lap 1 should be pretty much okay, I believe. Just watch out for track limits. During the rest of the race, just watch out for track limits at the exit of turn 9 Cops Corner, turn 13 exit of Beckett's, and the exit of turn 15 at Stowe. They can easily catch you out if you don't quite get your line right. You run a little wide and you'll quite easily pick up a slowdown penalty there, so just be wary of that. Make sure your rejoins are safe and predictable. Make sure if you're spun in the middle of the track that you hold your brakes until all immediate traffic has passed. If you're involved in an incident other than on the first lap, then the stewards will happily review it, but it's down to you to report it. You can be the guilty or innocent party to report an incident, and we actively encourage everyone to submit any infringement of the rules that they are involved in, just in order to try and keep RRLeagues a fair place to race. If you do happen to take a position unfairly, RRLeagues rules state that you have to give that position back at the next safest opportunity. What we don't want to see are cars slowing on or near the racing line immediately after an incident. We generally allow you up to a lap to return the position, so there's no immediate rush if it isn't safe, but we recommend you do it as soon as possible in case the guy hits further trouble. Said all that, we are fairly pleased with seen so far in this championship. Not too many incidents at all, so well done, and let's continue the good form. So we're set for a qualifying session of 20 minutes, followed by a main race of 60 minutes. There'll be a 5-minute warm-up session preceding the race. Outstanding penalties that need to be served tonight. The no qualification penalty for Sven. So Sven, you've got to stay in your pit box during the qualifying session, please. Okay, that's about me done, but before we disperse, I'd just like to congratulate Jim for winning the FRX Championship. He's got an unassailable lead and dominated throughout really, so well done, mate. And also thanks to everyone who's bothered to show up, even when grid size hasn't been that great. So, for the final time, let's all have a good race. And does anybody have any questions? Good. If not, then you are free to leave Discord if you so wish. Yeah. All the best, guys, and have a good one.
Good luck, everyone.
Alright, guys, I'll be right back.
round is just done.
Okay, just a couple of minutes left till we start the qualifying session.
Left, 2 minutes.
12 here tonight racing. Not as many as we'd like, but not too bad in comparison with the rest of the season. Let's hope we can all make it to the end.
Fuel remaining 10 minutes. Blue flag.
Traction control preset of 2 feels good here. Just making sure that's been correctly selected.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Okay, you're clear. It's a white flag. Checker flags out, E9.
Right, here we go.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Alright, Si, we've got 19 minutes to get the job done. Flag. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag.
Hardest on the track is getting your braking and line right for the last right-hander of Beckett's. That's where I feel I struggle to as high as the available lap time. Okay, here we go. Cuts easily flat out in these machines.
fastest lap for Boone, 127.90. That lap was at 127.91, that's your quickest lap. Sector 3 is a tenth off the pace. Fastest lap for Britain, 127.51.
Slightly up on my delta.
Sector 1 time's okay. The guy behind has just done it, 128.55. The leader has just done it, 127.04. Off the pace. Okay, so you've got half your fuel left.
Looking too early into stone.
Fuel remaining. Fastest lap for Kalevsky, 126.90. That lap was at 129.29. Sector 3 is 2.10 off the pace. New fastest lap for Britain, 126.47. You're now 2.39 off the pace. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Just done a 127.66. Good lap. That's your quickest today. That puts you 1.18 off the pace. You're a tenth off in sector 1. The guy ahead has just done a 127.41. Sector 2 is 0.50 off the pace. You'll be out of fuel in about 2 minutes.
Should have enough fuel for one more lap.
6th place. That last lap was at 128.17. You're currently 1.70 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.10 off the pace. That's a new fastest lap for Britain, 126.47.
Went two up, let's see if we can keep it.
This lap, box this lap, this side. We see a minor wear on your left front. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 1. Talevsky, 126.33. The guy ahead has just done a 127.01. Activate limiter.
Feel like I'm losing time into Stowe. Braking too early possibly.
Incident clear, green flag. White flag, mate. Left.
How much fuel for 60 minutes?
We think about 208 litres. Just done a 127.01. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.60 off the pace. That was 127.31. That's your quickest lap. Sector 3 is 2/10 off the pace. You're currently 0.98 off the pace. Sector 1 time is good.
It's good so far. That's not good then. we're going to have too much speed into that one, so I
0.40 off the pace. Okay, Si, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. Into Vale, and last lap was at 1:27.24. That's your fastest lap today. Sector 3 is 0.40 off the pace. That puts you 0.92 off the leader's pace. Now we've lost the engine, it's over. I'm seeing loads of wheel spin.
That wasn't very clever, whether I was just exiting the pits. Let's give it one more run. I think there is some time out there. Definitely through the Beckett's complex.
Pit exit's clear, you're clear.
I feel is where I'm losing my time.
Green flag, sector 2. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Nice to see Daniel's made it. Been a bit of a rush for him this afternoon to be back in time for the race, but just made it in time with 5 minutes left of qualifying. Quick. Okay, Si. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. Yellow flag. Yellow flag in sector 2. Okay, you're clear. This lap won't be an improvement. I'll experiment through Beckett's and Stowe.
Sector 2 is clear. Is 0.70 off the pace. Sector 1 is clear. Sector 3 is 0.50 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.30 off the pace. Fastest lap for Britain, 1:26.14. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
think I wouldn't finish my lap, but we can try.
Sector 3 is 0.90 off the pace. You're now 1.36 off the pace. 2 minutes of fuel remaining. 2 minutes. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. We think Babcock has gone off in Woodcote. You're 10th off the pace in Sector 1. Okay, so very little fuel left. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. Lap's been invalidated. Watch those track limits. Checkered flag, P6. Engage the limiter.
Okay, so P6. All for Jim. Second for Dave, third for Marco. They're our top three. Load our race setup. Go and get some laps to get a feel of how the car acts with full weight. My preset, pit preset ready for the race, so all I have to do is drive into the pits and crew chief will automatically select confirm pit actions, so I'll be good to go. So I'll be starting on the white walled medium tyres. Running the yellow walled soft tyres in the qualifying session. Far superior grip, but tyre life is not so good. So hopefully the mediums will last me half an hour. At which point I'll come in for a new set of mediums and 105 litres of fuel. Cops is just about flat out with full fuel on board and medium tyres, but prepared to just lift. I haven't got the line quite right. It's certainly not as easy as it is in the qualifying setup. Cross braking points slightly alter with a full fuel load on board.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
be the DRS zone in the race. Lengthen my 7th gear just to accommodate the extra speed with DRS.
That was 132.08.
Yep, car feels good.
Yellow
Race
flags,
slick.
2. Sector 1 time's okay. The guy behind has just done a 134.46. The leader has just done a 130.55. Checkered flags out, P2.
Yep, all looks good. Well, traction control preset to 1 to get full traction control from the lights. And hopefully I'll remember to
Alright,
adjust it back
get
to
ready.
2.
Green, green, green. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left. This bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past. Still there. Still there. Right side's clear. On your left. All right side. The next car is Kedra. Clear left. Kalevsky is now leading. That car behind is now 0.69. Car right. 1:02.20. Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace. Okay, son, don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it. That car ahead is now 0.72. We just had a warning for cutting the track.
They're really making a mess of Beckett's.
The gap to Boone behind is now 0.15. That's a new fastest lap for Kalevsky, 1:29.44. Hold your line. Clear right. Okay, side. The next car is that car. Right side. Right side's clear. Car left. Still there. Clear left. Fastest lap for Kedera, 1:29.29. E7, come on mate, we really need to get the hammer down now. That lap was at 1:33.49, clear left. Okay, side, the next car is Haircut. Car right. Clear right. Clear right. On your right. Hold your line. Right side's clear. Ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits. He's faster than you entering Brooklands. Side, keep piling on the pressure, he'll make a mistake. New fastest lap for Kedera, 1:28.10. Yellow flag sector 3. V6, last lap was at 1:31.43. Good lap, that's your quickest today. We'll see a minor wear on the fronts. The gap to Eka ahead is now 0.20. Left side, clear left. Car right, clear right. Fastest lap for Kedra, 127.84. Got a bit of tyre wear on all your tyres. Okay, Si, you need to pass this track, you're losing too much time. Slower than us into Luffield. Car right, defend your position, don't let him through, he's still there. Right side's clear. Front is Eka. Left side, clear left. Well done, fella, E5. Just done a 31.35, that's your fastest lap. Alright, Si, the next car is that car. The gap to Eka behind is increasing, it's now 0.78. Come on, keep it between the white lines.
Get out of the DRS range if I can.
Watch those track limits. 6th place. What's going on, mate? Come on, get your act together. The gap to Haircut behind is now 0.96. Sector 1 is 0.50 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.40 off the pace. You're a second down in Sector 3. Carrying minor wear on your right side tyres. We're seeing significant wear on your left front. Gap to RRLeagues behind is increasing. It's now 1.81.
On left's got 13 minutes to last. Should be okay, I think.
Okay, side, relax, focus, keep it smooth. That was 1:30.27. That's your quickest lap. Sector 3 is 1.90 off the pace. To RRLeagues behind is now 1.55.
I think it's quite that much, Chief.
Okay, son, you've used half your fuel. Seeing minor wear on your rear tyres. You got some wear on your front tyres.
Fiat Ralph behind's got DRS. So maybe under threat down the hangar straight.
The next car is boom. 6th place. Sector 1 is 0.50 off the pace. You're second off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 1.60 off the pace. Fernandez has just been disqualified. Was leading the race.
It's an early stop from Toby. Going out on the soft tyres.
Sector 2 is 1.70 off the pace. Okay, Si, the next car is boom. Your tyres are all looking a bit warm. Has just retired. New fastest lap for Kalevsky, 127.76.
Tyres are suffering.
Nice one, Si. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. We have to. Arella behind is now 0.84 P5. Sector 1 is 0.40 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.50 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.80 off the pace. Is pitting. 1 is 0.50 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.20 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.70 off the pace. Alright side, the next car is blue. We're seeing significant wear on both tyres on the right side. I think your left front's gone. The gap to Rihanna behind is now 0.65. Sector 1 is 0.30 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.40 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.70 off the pace. Side, don't let this guy distract you. He's quicker than you into the field. Gap to Rihanna behind is now 0.74. Just done a 130.14.
Might be time to pit.
See some wear on those rear tyres, keep an eye out. Your front tyres are pretty knackered.
Try one more, that might be a mistake. 14% my front left's on.
The gap to Rihanna behind is now 0.74. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.80 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.90 off the pace. Good consistency, keep them coming. Stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep in between the white lines. Engage limiter. B6.
No way.
Car approaching. Watch your mirrors.
Thought Greg's pit stop seemed remarkably quick again, but either it wasn't or mine was as well.
Ahead is now 1.46.
Okay, let's try and get in that rhythm again.
Watch those track limits. Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Could have been enough to let Ralph get in front of me.
The leader, Britain, is pitting. Ahead is now 5.66. Blue is leading the race.
Car handles so different. It's got a full payload in it. It's just terrible driving.
We've just had a warning for cutting the track. Incident clear, green flag. Sector 2.
My fear is Ralph will have been on hard tyres for the first stint. Coming back out on soft tyres, which make life very hard to try and catch him.
Behind is now 19 seconds. gap to Palevsky in front is now 10 seconds.
10.
Sector 1 is 0.30 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.30 off the pace. Sector 3 is 1.10 off the pace. To Palevsky, ahead is now 11 seconds. Gap to Rodriguez, behind is now 17 seconds. Last lap was at 1:31.24. Sector 2 is 1.70 off the pace.
Not making any inroads into Marco's advantage.
Boom is pitting. Kedderer is now leading. Boom is now on softs. Arella is now on softs. 7th position. That lap was at 1:30.83. Sector 1 is 0.80 off the pace. Sector 2 is a second off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.60 off the pace. Alright, Si, the next car is Boom.
Well, I've managed to get out in front of Ralph.
The left front has a bit of wear.
Well, the bad news is he's on softs. So my main priority is to keep more than a second in front.
Gap to Arella, behind is increasing. It's now 3.20. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. The gap to Boom ahead is now 4.54. That was at 1:31.21. bit of wear all round.
This is not looking good. Marco's got ahead of Greg.
That's good consistency, keep it up. Is pitting. Track limits, come on, keep it between the white lines.
Trying too hard.
Was at 1:30.62. Okay, side, don't think about the lap times, just hit each and every apex. 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Rodriguez, behind is pitting.
Gonna have to hope Ralph makes a mistake.
1:34.22. That lap was at 1:30.20.
Car all of a sudden feels a lot better. Once it gets below 100 litres, and really get to feel how easy the car becomes.
Is now on softs. Okay, Si, the next car is Arella.
Got a charging Marco behind them.
Right side tyres, your left front showing somewhere, keep an eye on it. Gap to Arella in front is now 5.95. Is reeling you in. The gap's now 6.83. It's faster than you into Brooklands, 6th place. Lap times are pretty consistent. Okay, Si, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. We're seeing minor wear on your rear tyres. We're seeing significant wear on the fronts. Gap to Arella ahead is now 8.84. 2/10 off the pace in sector 1. Sector 2 is 1.40 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.80 off the pace. to Talevsky
Scruffy.
behind is now 2.46.
Back goes on a charge.
We've just done a 1:30.48. That's the new fastest lap for Talevsky, 1:27.61. Car left, clear left, car left, clear left. Car left, clear left. We'll see it somewhere on each corner.
I think he's got super softs on.
The gap to Talevsky ahead is increasing. It's now 1.24. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. Fastest lap for Talevsky, 1:27.27, 7th position. Okay, Si, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. The gap to Talevsky ahead is increasing. It's now 5.13. That was 1:29.38. 1 is 0.60 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.70 off the pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 3. That car ahead is now 8.35. Right side tyres are getting old. Your left front tyre looks knackered, mate. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Last lap was at 1:30.16. Sector 2 is 1.80 off the pace. That car ahead is now 5.78. You've just done a 1:30.32. One more lap to go. 10 minutes of fuel remaining. That's 10 minutes. Your rear tyres will be past their best soon. Your front tyres are worn out, mate.
Finally got it right on the last lap.
E7, there's the checkered flag.
But yeah, final lap there, I felt I nailed Beckett's in Stowe for the first time in the race. Congratulations, Jim, on another win. 5 out of 6 wins. A dominant display from start to finish by Jim. Enjoying a lot of success in the Almighty Autumn campaigns. So that was it, guys. That is the FRX Championship complete for Season 8. It's been very enjoyable. Beautiful to watch. Fortunately for myself, I never had the pace to compete. Toby was second, 14 behind. Dave third, a further 10 seconds behind. Teammate Ralph was in fourth. A couple of good results there for Checkered Flag Endurance Group. They might just taken second place away from Greg and myself, the Virtual Insanity Racing. Very strong pairing though. Marco Telesky in 5th. Showed great pace today. But double stopped, which cost him beer. Greg and myself 6th, 7th, Toby 8th. Newcomer Paul Hudson in 9th. Nikolai Hart up in 10th. Sven retired. Elio was disqualified. So that was it, folks. If you like what you see and you want to get involved in the racing, then head on over to RRLeagues.com. Have your say in what championships we're gonna run in January. And come mid-December, registration will open for all January championships, which we are intending there will be 5 of. 4 Get Reals and 1 Amateur Championship. So that's it for another night. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for future streams. Okay guys, thanks and good night.